Cleveland Cavaliers take a 2-0 series lead over the Miami Heat after what is technically a close game. I got to be honest, never really felt like the Miami Heat were going to win that game. I just kind of figured that their lack of offensive prowess would cost them in the end, and that's kind of what ended up happening. They just didn't quite have enough juice to beat a Cleveland Cavaliers team that hit like 49% of their threes. Okay, there were 22 of 45 from downtown. Really tough to win any game when your opponent shoots that well from three, even when Tyler Herro has a great game like he did tonight. He was excellent, 33 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Tough to ask him to do too much more than that. Haywood Highsmith off the bench, 17 points, 5 of 6 from 3. Davion Mitchell continues to be a really good player for the Miami Heat in this series. He had 18 points on 7 of 9 shooting, and this is the game where you're like, where's Bam Adebayo? He's got to put the ball in the bucket a little more. And he wasn't bad. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm like ripping Bam Adebayo saying he had a bad game, because that's not true. He was still impactful. He defended well, 11 points, 14 rebounds, 9 assists. Like that is a positive impact. The issue is he was 3 of 9 from the floor. And this is one of the frustrating things about him is, like, I just feel like he should be a better scorer than what he is. He's a really good athlete. He's got a good-looking jump shot. He was 1 of 5 from 3 tonight. But at this point in his career, it's like, he rolls to the rim really well. He, can make like a 12 to 18-foot jump shot. That's really it. That's what his offensive game is. And it just feels like he could be better than what he is. Like, he's just too inconsistent of a scorer. It's like if he had a legitimate ability to score the ball and to create for himself, then the Miami Heat probably would have won a title with Jimmy Butler when he was on their team, and they probably would have won tonight if he just had a little bit more to his game. And that's just kind of frustrating because the Miami Heat just don't have enough offense. Like, Tyler Herro was awesome tonight, but like Andrew Wiggins, if he's your second best creator, like that's problematic. If Davion Mitchell is your second best creator, like that's not good either. And so it's just kind of frustrating that Bam Adebayo hasn't really become a better scorer, and they're playing against this Cleveland Cavaliers team that just has nothing but scores. They had 3 players get 20 plus, 5 guys in double figures. Darius Garland had 20. Evan Mobley had 21. He was awesome. 21 points, 3 of 6 from 3. He rebounded the ball and went coast to coast. He finished at the rim. He made jump shots. Like, he did everything offensively that makes you say, yeah, no wonder this guy was the number 3 overall pick and has a really high ceiling, because he's just super skilled. And that's before getting into what he brings you defensively. I mean, he could win Defensive Player of the Year this year. Like that's how good he is protecting the rim and being switchable and just having an impact on the defensive end of the floor. I don't like that he only had 6 rebounds, but the guy had 21 and was 3 of 6 from 3. So I'm not going to gripe that he only grabbed 6 rebounds tonight. I'll do that in the next game when they need him to grab 12. But the reason why they won this game was Donovan Mitchell. Guy who struggled in those first 3 quarters, 4 of 13 from the field, heading into the fourth, and then he just erupted. 19 points, shot 7 of 8 from the floor. And he's why I never thought the Cavaliers were going to lose. Even though he was having an off night going into the fourth quarter, he's got a track record of making big shots in the playoffs and getting timely buckets. And he did that in the fourth quarter. He got every timely bucket. He got pretty much every bucket for the Cleveland Cavaliers in that fourth quarter. And development, it's really important. When Donovan Mitchell first got there, it kind of felt like he was just kind of dragging Darius Garland and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen along. But tonight, we saw the development of Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. They carried the water along with really good play from their role players through those first 3 quarters. And they just kind of bought time for Donovan Mitchell to kind of figure it out, and he did, and then he brought them home. Develop your players, organizations. It really pays off for you. The role players, excellent as well for Cleveland, as they always are. Max Strus led them in scoring at half with 12 points. He just shot the ball really well. Ty Jerome had another good Ty Jerome game, 14 points off the bench. DeAndre Hunter, he actually scored in this game, 12 points, plus 11 off the bench. Sam Merrill, plus 12. He led them in plus minus. This is just a really deep Cavaliers team that can really shoot the ball and can really score. 22 of 45 from 3 in this game. You're not beating anyone when they do that. And in addition to the depth and shooting, like they have a stud. They have a guy in Donovan Mitchell who can just go get a bucket whenever you need him to. They are an excellent, excellent basketball team. And if they play against the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, they're going to give them all they can handle. Because Donovan Mitchell, he's getting buckets whenever you need him to. And Darius Garland has become a really good player. Still, the Heat tried to isolate him on Andrew Wiggins early in the game. Andrew Wiggins got a couple buckets, but it wasn't sustainable for them to keep going back to that. So he's continuing to kind of fight defensively and already went into the Evan Mobley stuff, man. They're awesome. The Miami Heat, they're going to get a game off of them just because of Eric Spoelstra. Jovic played a lot more tonight than he did in game one. Thought he was good, not great, but good enough to make a positive impact. So, the Heat just not as good as Cleveland. That's really all there is to it. So Cavaliers take a 2-0 series lead, probably going to win this 1 in 5. That's going to do it for this video. Thanks for taking the time out of your night to watch it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Feel free to go back and watch my Game 2 Magic Boston Celtics breakdown. And I'm going to have one up after Rockets Warriors Game 2 tonight as well. So make sure you subscribe and you check that out. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you again after Rockets versus Warriors.